pictures at 2 a.m. Smiling like a fool, though you're not mine anymore. You moved on so quickly, found someone new, while I'm here pretending I'm over you. Tears fall silent on my pillowcase, but in the morning I fix my face. I do not care, that's what I say when friends ask if I'm okay. I do not care, I repeat the lie as I watch you live your life. But deep inside, this heart still breaks every time I hear your name. I do not care, God, I wish it were true, 'cause losing you is killing me through and through. I see you laughing in her arms tonight, posting stories like you never felt the pain we had forever, or so I thought. Now forever's just a ghost we lost. I wear this smile like armor strong, but alone it all feels so wrong. I do not care, that's what I say when friends ask if I'm okay. I do not care, I repeat the lie as I watch you live your life. But deep inside, this heart still breaks every time I hear your name. I do not care, God, I wish it were true, 'cause losing you is killing me through and through. Maybe one day I'll mean these words, stop checking if you've read my unheard messages in the dark, wishes unsent. But tonight I'm shattered, bent, pretending I'm fine when I'm falling apart. You walked away, took my heart. I do not care, or so I pretend. Open this ache will someday end. I do not care, scream it to the sky, but tears betray me every time. Oh, I still care more than you'll know. This broken heart won't let you go. I do not care, it's all a show, 'cause loving you won't leave me alone. I do not care, I care, I care. House is too quiet without your keys in the door. Your coffee mug sits untouched on the I still reach for you when the nights get too cold. But there's only the chill of myself. Your side of the closet still holds you close. I can't bring myself to give them away. They smell like the life that we lost in the fire of words we could never unsay. I talk to the walls like they might answer back. Tell me you're coming home soon. You've gone away and took the color from my days, left me in grayscale, lost in the haze. Every heartbeat echoes your name, but you're nowhere and I'm still here, drowning in the silence you left behind. You've gone away and part of me died the day you turned, walked out of sight. Gone away and I don't know how to survive. I drive by the cafe where we used to sit, watch strangers laugh where we used to kiss. The barista asks if I want the usual too. I just shake my head and pretend I'm not breaking into. Your number's still saved as my home in my phone. I stare at it longer than I should, but calling would only prove what I already know. You're not coming back for good. I keep all your voicemails, play them on repeat, just to hear you say you love me one more time. You've gone away and took the warmth from my veins, left me with shadows and endless rain. Every song on the radio stings, 'cause they all sound like us. I'm holding the pieces you left in my hands. You've gone away and I don't understand how the world keeps turning when mine stopped that day. Gone away and I'm fading to gray. I wish I could hate you, it might hurt less than missing the man I still see in my dreams. But love doesn't leave when the person does. It stays like a ghost in the seams. If you ever look back and wonder how I am, tell yourself I'm okay, even though it's a lie. 'Cause the truth is I'm barely breathing since the moment you said goodbye. You've gone away and I'm learning the shame of a life without you, a permanent ache. I'll smile for the world, but inside I'll stay frozen in the moment you left. You've gone away and I'll still love you, even though you've gone away. Gone away. Come back someday. Gone away. I jump with my eyes wide open, believing you catch me midair. I gave you my fears and my falling. You promised you'd always be there. I let go of everything steady, reached out with both hands toward you, but the wind rushed past me in silence, and your arms never came into view. I called out your name on the way down, but the echo was all that replied. I fell alone, even though I thought we were falling together. I hit the ground while you were already walking wherever. I shattered in pieces you never saw, believed in a love that was never that strong. You watched from the edge, then turned away slow. I fell alone. God, I fell alone. God, I fell alone. I remember the height of the wind when you said trust me, just let go. I thought we were leaping as one into something deeper than we'd ever known. But somewhere along the descent, you found solid ground on your own, left me tumbling through empty promises with no one to soften the blow. I kept reaching out in the darkness, but your hand was already gone. I fell alone, even though I thought we were falling together. I hit the ground while you were already walking wherever. I shattered in pieces you never saw, believed in a love that was never that strong. You watched from the edge, then turned away slow. I fell alone. God, I fell alone. God, I fell alone. Now I'm lying here in the wreckage, learning how to breathe through the pain, picking up shards of the girl I was before I ever heard your name. I blame myself for the trusting, for thinking your forever was true. But the hardest part isn't the breaking, it's knowing you never felt too. I fell alone, and I'm still here gathering what's left of me. I'll rise on my own, even if my heart never trusts quite as free. The scars will remind me how far I can fall when I give someone everything and they give nothing at all. You stayed safe on the edge while I lost control. I fell alone. Yeah, I fell Roots in the earth, holding on through the storms and the dirt. You were my sunrise, my quiet escape. Every breath I took carried your shape. I built us a world in the hush of the night, whisper forever under soft light. But you drifted slow like leaves in the fall, leaving echoes where promises call. I reached for your hand, but you pulled away, turning my daylight into gray. I gave you the pieces I hid from the world, fragile and fierce like a flag unfurled. You held them once, then let them slip into the silence of your goodbye grip. I loved you deep, deeper than oceans run, deeper than words under the midnight sun. It tore me open and left me raw and bare, but I'd fall again if you were there. Now the ache lingers, a shadow in my chest. I loved you deep, God, I loved you best. Even in letting go, the truth won't sleep. I loved you deep. I see your face in the rain on the glass, memories flooding like rivers that pass. The way you laughed, how it lit up my soul, filled all the cracks, made me feel whole. But love like mine burns when it's not returned, lessons in fire where bridges are burned. I walk these streets where we used to dream, your ghost in the wind, or so it seems. I don't regret the depth I gave, just the shallow grave where our future lays. Forgiveness comes soft in the dead of night, but healing's a fight I still have to fight. You taught me strength in the art of release, yet part of me begs for one more piece. I loved you deep, deeper than oceans run, deeper than words under the midnight sun. It tore me open and left me raw and bare, but I'd fall again if you were there. Now the ache lingers, a shadow in my chest. I loved you deep, God, I loved you best. Even in letting go, the truth won't sleep. I loved you deep. Someday I'll love with a lighter heart, guarded but open, a brand new start. But you'll always be the measure of truth, the depth I reached when I fell for you. No bitterness here, just a quiet tear for the girl who loved without fear. I loved you deep and I'll carry that flame. Through the healing I whisper your name. It shaped who I am in the joy and the pain, taught me to rise in the pouring rain. One day I'll smile at the scars on my chest, grateful I loved you, yeah, I loved you best. No regrets in the was where my heart learned to weep. I loved you deep. I loved you deep. I loved you deep. And that's enough for me. Bed feels wider than an ocean now, since you sailed away without a word. I pull your pillow close and breathe it in, hoping for a trace of what we were. The sheets are cold where you used to be. I trace the empty space with careful hands, like if I lie still enough, you'll come back to me and wrap me up the way you always did. I leave the hallway light on low, the way you liked it when you'd come home late. I tell myself it's just habit, but I know it's because I still wait. I sleep on your side to feel alone. I curl up small where your body used to lie, pretending you're still coming home. The mattress remembers the way to you, so I stay right here, holding on tight. Every night I reach for nothing, and I sleep on your side. Coffee cup still sits beside the sink. I haven't washed it since that final fight. I catch your scent in every quiet thing and lose you all over again each night. I wear your old t-shirt like a second skin. It hangs too big but it keeps me warm. I talk to the dark about where you've been and beg the silence to bring you home. I keep your voicemail saved on my phone, play it when the missing gets too loud. Your voice says, hey, it's me, leave one. And I do, but you're not around. I sleep on your side to steal whatever's left of us. I breathe the ghost of your cologne and pretend it's almost enough. The morning's come and I'm still here, clinging to the shape you left behind. God, it hurts how much I miss you, so I sleep on your side. They say I'll move on someday, find someone new to fill this space. But how do you replace a heartbeat that once lived in this place? I know I should let go, watch the sheets, open the window wide, but letting go feels like losing you twice. pretending I sleep on your side and dream you're still lying here with me, asleep on your side. It's the closest I can get to you tonight. You said I'm here like it was carved in stone, whispered forever in the dark of my room. You painted pictures of a life down the road, hands intertwined, walking under the moon. I hung on every syllable, every promise you made. Built my tomorrows on the things that you said. I let your voice become my compass, never thought it would lead me misled. I didn't see the cracks in the story, I only heard the melody you sang. I believe the song was written for us, didn't know it would end with a clang. I trusted your words, let them wrap around my heart like a vow. I trusted your words, believed every always, every somehow. I gave you my faith without question or fear, laid my whole world in the palm of your voice. I trusted your words, and now I'm learning how silence makes noise. You said I'm trying when the nights grew cold. I need time when you pulled away slow. I held on to maybe like it was solid gold. Watered a garden that would never grow. I replayed your sentences like sacred prayers, search for the truth in the spaces between. I thought if I trusted you harder, you'd finally mean what you'd always seemed. I ignored the way your eyes drifted, the way your I love you lost its weight. I chose to believe in the version of you that only existed when it was late. I trusted your words, let them wrap around my heart like a vow. I trusted your words, believed every always, every somehow. I gave you my faith without question or fear, laid my whole world in the palm of your voice. I trusted your words, and now I'm learning how silence makes noise. I don't blame you for speaking so softly, for saying the things I wanted to hear. I built in a castle on air, for living inside it year after year. But I'm gathering the pieces of trust I gave away, gluing them back with a steadier hand. Next time I'll listen to actions, not promises. Words are just wind if they don't take a stand. I trusted your words, and they taught me the cost of being naive. I trusted your words, but I'm trusting myself now to believe in the quiet truth that lives in the eyes, in the staying when leaving is easy. I trusted your words once, now I'm trusting my heart to speak louder than anyone's promises to me. I trusted your words, they were beautiful, they just weren't true. And that's okay, I'm still here, still whole, still loving, just wiser with who. I planned our weekends months ahead, saved every penny for the trips we'd take. You said we'll see and kiss my head, while I was wide awake making us real. I memorized the way you like your coffee, the songs that made you quiet in the car. I built a future brick by brick, you were just passing through, never that far. I thought if I loved enough for both of us, you'd catch up somewhere down the line. But I was running a race for two, and you weren't even on the track of mine. I was the only one, falling deeper every day. I was the only one, believing you would stay. I held the weight of both our hearts, dreamed in color while you saw gray. Turns out I was the only one, the only one who loved that way. I celebrated your smallest wins like fireworks, wrote you letters when you were 10 feet away. I forgave the silence, the canceled plans, told myself you'd show up someday. I kept the fire burning bright and warm while you stood outside in the cold. I thought patience was the answer, but patience just left me alone. I gave you space to figure it out, gave you time I didn't have to spare. I was holding on with everything, and you weren't even there. I was the only one, falling deeper every day. I was the only one, believing you would stay. I held the weight of both our hearts, dreamed in color while you saw gray. Turns out I was the only one, the only see in the mirror. Tired eyes, but still kind, still capable of loving true. The difference is this time I'll wait for someone who falls as hard as I do. I was the only one back then, and it hurt like hell to know I was the only one, giving everything to watch you go. But being the only one taught me how fiercely a heart can burn. I was the only one, and now I'll be the only one who gets all of my love in return. The only one, and that's okay. My love was never wasted. It showed me the way. The calendar flipped to another new year, but my heart's still stuck in the one where you were here. I laugh with my friends, I go through the days, but every quiet moment pulls me back to your face. Your sweater's still folded in the bottom drawer. I tell myself I'll donate it, but I never do. Some nights I pull it out just to breathe you in, like the center you could bring me back to us again. People say you're doing so good, they don't see the cracks underneath the hood. I'm still missing you, like the air misses the rain after a drought, like the night misses the moon when it's hiding out. I'm smiling on the outside, but inside it's true. No matter how far I run, no matter what I do, I'm still missing you. God, I'm still missing you. I drive past the diner where we used to sit, order pancakes for one, but I still ask for 2 forks out of habit. Our song comes on, and I don't change the station. I let it play, let it hurt, let it flood the car with you. I see couples holding hands, and I look away, 'cause it reminds me of how easy it felt in our better days. They say time will fade the ache, but time just teaches me new ways to break. I'm still missing you, Like a house misses the warmth when the fire burns low. Like a heart misses its rhythm when it's learning to let go. I'm healing in pieces, but some pieces are you. And no amount of moving on changes the truth. I'm still missing you. Yeah, I'm still missing you. I don't cry in the grocery aisle anymore when I see your favorite coffee on the shelf. I've stopped writing your name in the fog on the mirror, but I haven't stopped wishing you'd come back to me. Maybe one day the missing will soften, turn into something gentle I can hold. But right now it's sharp and it's loud and it lives in every corner of my soul. I'm still missing you, like the sky misses the stars when the clouds roll through. Like my hands miss the weight of holding on to you. I'm trying to be okay, and some days I almost am, but the quiet always brings me back to where we began. I'm still missing you. I'll always be missing you. At least a part of me that only ever belonged to you. I'm still missing you. Even when I don't say it out loud, I'm still missing you. And I don't know how to stop. I changed the sheets but left your pillow untouched. It still holds the shape of your head. I walk through the rooms like I'm walking through us, talking to air where you once lay instead. I play our old playlist on repeat in the car, sing every word like you're riding shotgun. I know you're not coming back, I know where you are, but pretending keeps me from coming undone. They say I should let go, move on with my life, but letting go feels like losing you twice. I keep your ghost close, let it sit at my table, sleep in my bed. I keep your ghost close, so I can still feel you inside my head. Everyone thinks I'm healing slow, but they don't know that I'm not ready to be alone. So I keep your ghost close, closer than you ever were when you were flesh and bone. I'll wear your old hoodie when the nights get too long. It's faded and frayed, but it still feels like home. I save you a seat at the movies alone. Watch the screen through tears you'll never know. I talk to the silence like it might answer back. Ask how you're doing if you miss me too. I know it's just echoes, but echoes don't leave. And right now, that's all I need from you. They say time will fade you, make you disappear, but I'm holding on tight to every shadow here. I keep your ghost close, let it walk beside me down every street. I keep your ghost close, so my heart still has someone to beat. They tell me it's haunted, it's holding me back, but letting you vanish would hurt more than that. I'm not ready to let the memory go, so I keep your ghost close, closer than you ever stayed when you promised you'd never go. Maybe one day I'll open the windows, let the light chase the dark away. Maybe one day I'll stop listening for footsteps that aren't coming anyway. But until then, I'll dance with your shadow, hold it tighter than you ever held me. 'Cause even a ghost is better than nothing when nothing is all that's left of we. I keep your ghost close, even if it's only hurting me more. I keep your ghost close, 'cause empty feels worse than before. I know I should banish you, set myself free, but freedom feels cold when it's just only me. So I'll stay here a while in the half-light glow and keep your ghost close, as close as you'll ever be now. I keep your ghost close, my sweet silent ghost. I keep you close, close. I keep you ghost. I never play games with your heart, never hid how deep you were in mine. I said what I felt when the words got hard, even when I knew they might draw the line. I wore my love open, no walls, no disguise. Gave you the truth in my eyes every time. I told told you my fears, my dreams, my scars. Let you see the mess behind the stars. I didn't know how to love any other way, so I loved you wide open, come what may. I loved you honestly, with every fragile, foolish part of me. No lies, no maybe, no holding back, just my whole heart laid out like that. I loved you honestly, and honesty broke me in the end. You took the truth I gave so free and turned it into goodbye, my friend. I loved you honestly, God, I loved you honestly. Stay when the silence grew heavy and long, kept speaking my heart when you went quiet and wrong. I fought with the truth instead of pretending, said this hurts instead of just bending. I never cheated, never played the field, gave you the real me, raw and revealed. You said you wanted real, you wanted true, but real was too much for you. I thought honesty was the safest place, but it left me standing here with empty space. I loved you honestly, with every fragile, foolish part of me. No lies, no maybe, no holding back, just my whole heart laid out like that. I loved you honestly, and honesty broke me in the end. You took the truth I gave so free and turned it into goodbye, my friend. I loved you honestly, God, I loved you honestly. I don't regret the way I gave. I'd rather break from being brave than live with the weight of words unsaid, or love I pretended instead. But it hurts to know the purest thing was the reason you stopped listening. I loved you honestly, and I do it again the same, even knowing the cost of my name on every truth I couldn't fake. I loved you honestly, no armor, no filter, no disguise. You walked away from open eyes. I loved you honestly, and I'm proud of the heart I gave, even if it's the one you couldn't save. I loved you honestly, that's the only way I know. I loved you honestly, look what it cost me, everything. But I'd rather lose love and true than win with a lie. I loved you honestly, and that's still Sharing one milkshake, two straws, stealing kisses in the booth. The neon sign still flickers the same, but the seat beside me stays empty now. No hand reaching for the truth. I still laugh at the jokes you told me, even when nobody's around. They echo in my head like a record spinning slow on the ground. We weren't perfect, but we were something real. Messy mornings, lazy nights, your head on my chest. I didn't know how good it felt until it was already past. I miss what we were, when loving you was easy and the world felt small. I miss what we were, before the silence grew and we stopped talking at all. I don't miss the fights or the tears we cried. I miss the us that lived in between, the quiet kind of forever we lost somewhere in a dream. I miss what we were. Your hoodie still hangs in my closet. I wear it when the nights get long. It doesn't smell like you anymore, but I pretend it does when I sing our song. I wonder if you think about me when the rain falls soft and slow, if some part of you still reaches for the girl you used to know. I don't want you back the way you left, broken promises and goodbyes. I just want the feeling again, the one that made me feel alive. I miss what we were, when loving you was easy and the world felt small. I miss what we were, before the silence grew and we stopped talking at all. I don't miss the fights or the tears we cried. I miss the us that lived in between, the quiet kind of forever we lost somewhere in a dream. Maybe we were only a season, a chapter meant to close, but seasons leave their colors on everything they touch, I suppose. I'm learning how to carry you without letting you weigh me down, turning all the hurt into softness, laying the anger on the ground. I miss what we were, but I'm grateful for the girl that made me become. I miss what we were, the light in your eyes when the mornings had just begun. I'll always keep that piece of us tucked safe inside my heart, a gentle kind of missing, the sweetest kind of scar. I miss what we were, but I'm okay with who I am now. Yeah, I miss what we were, and that's okay. Some loves you don't get over, you just learn to live with in a softer way. I never played games with your heart, never said words I didn't mean. When I whispered I'm here forever, I meant it down to every heartbeat in between. Build our tomorrows in quiet moments, painted them soft with my hands. You called it dreaming too loudly, I called it making plans. You walked away saying it was too much, too deep, too soon, too true. But I couldn't love you any smaller, just to make it easier for you. My love was real. It wasn't perfect, but it was mine to give. My love was real, the kind that hurts when you have to live without the one who held it. You can doubt the stars, doubt the sky, doubt me, but don't you ever doubt this. My love was real. I still flinch when I hear our song, still reach for you in half sleep. I kept every promise I made you. You're the one who couldn't keep. I don't regret a single second of loving you out loud. Even if you never believed it, I was always so proud. You said I love like a wildfire, too bright, too wild, too fast. But I'd rather burn honest than flicker and never last. My love was real. It wasn't perfect, but it was mine to give. My love was real, the kind that hurts when you have to live without the one who held it. You can doubt the stars, doubt the sky, doubt me, but don't you ever doubt this. My love was real. I don't need you to say you're sorry, I don't need you back again. I just need you to know in some quiet corner that what I felt wasn't pretend. One day when you're older and softer, when the world has worn you thin, I hope you remember a girl who loved you with everything under her skin. My love was real, it's still living somewhere inside of me. My love was real, and it taught me what I'm worthy to receive. I'll carry it gently, not as a wound, but as proof that I can feel. You can doubt a lot of things in this life, but you'll never make me doubt that my love was real. It was real. Every tear, every laugh, every touch, it was real. And that's enough. Coffee's cold in your favorite mug, sitting on the counter where you left it that morning. I haven't moved it, haven't watched it. Like touching it might bring you back without warning. Your jacket's still hanging by the door. I wear it sometimes when the nights get too heavy. It smells less like you every day, but I pretend I can't tell, just to keep you near me. The house is quiet, but it echoes loud with all the words we never figured out. I'm still here without you, breathing in the spaces where you used to be, learning how to live in a world that doesn't have your hands on me. The calendar keeps turning, but I'm stuck in the moment you walked out. I'm still here without you, and I don't know how to leave this house. Drive the long way home on purpose, past the park where we carved our names in the oak. The letters are fading from the weather, just like every promise that we broke. Friends ask if I'm okay, I say I'm fine. Smile like I've been practicing for years, but when I'm alone the truth pours out. The silence and the tears, time's supposed to heal, but it lies. It just teaches you how to hide. I'm still here without you, breathing in the spaces where you used to be, learning how to live in a world that doesn't have your hands on me. The days keep coming, cruel and slow, and I face them all somehow. I'm still here without you, wishing I knew how to not be now. I thought I'd follow when you left, that half of me would disappear, but my heart keeps beating anyway. Even though you're not here, maybe one day I'll pack and walk away. Hang your jacket in the back, walk out the door and mean it, and never once look back. I'm still here without you, but I'm starting to stand where you used to stand, learning how to live in a world that might hold me with different hands. I'll always carry what we were in the quiet parts of me. I'm still here without you, but someday I might finally be free. Still here without you, still here, learning how to move on. From still here. I've tried throwing out the pictures, deleted every text we sent, Changed my sheets, changed my number, told myself it's time I spent moving on, starting over, but every road I take somehow bends right back to the corner of your street, where our story never ends. I'm good at pretending in the daylight, I'm fine when the world can see, but the dark knows the truth I'm hiding. You're still everything to me. This is a love I can't forget, the one that lives underneath my skin. No matter how far I run from it, it pulls me back again. I've buried it deep, I've burned it down, I've prayed for it to leave, but every heartbeat whispers your name. This is the love I can't forget, and it won't let go of me. I hear your voice in crowded rooms, in songs I swear I'll never play. I taste you in the coffee cup I order the same way. I see your shadow in my dreams, waking up with tears I can't explain. I smile for the people who ask how I'm doing these days. Say I'm better, I'm okay. Lie so well I almost believe, but my heart keeps perfect record of the love you left with me. This is the love I can't forget, the one that lives underneath my skin. No matter how far I run from it, it pulls me back again. I've buried it deep, I've burned it down, I've prayed for it to leave, but every heartbeat whispers your name. This is the love I can't forget, and it won't let go of me. Maybe one day it'll quiet down, turn into something soft and small, a scar that doesn't hurt to touch, a memory I can recall without falling all apart. But until then I'll carry you in every breath, in every scar, in every quiet. I miss you. I never say out loud, this is the love I can't forget, the one that taught me how to feel, the deepest joy, the deepest cut, the wound that never healed. I wouldn't trade it even now, even broken, even red, because some loves are worth the pain. This is the love I can't forget, the love I'll never forget. No matter how hard I try, the love I can't forget. It's still here, beating in my chest, loving you even though you're gone. The love I can't forget. broken, I showed up at your door. You held me together, made me feel more. Your voice was the calm in my stormiest nights. Your hands were the shelter, your eyes were the light. I never feared falling when you were around, 'cause you were the ground beneath me. I thought safe places lasted forever. I thought you'd always be the weather that kept me warm. You were my safe place, the one I could fall into when everything hurt. Now the ache lives where your arms used to be, and I'm lost in the hurt. I gave you my fears, you gave me your word that you'd never leave me out in the cold. But the door's closed now and I'm freezing alone. You were my safe place and now you're just gone. Dark closes in, but the bed's too big and the sheets feel too thin. I whisper your name like a prayer in the night, hoping somehow you'll come make it right. Every corner of me still remembers your touch, how you made the worst days not hurt quite so much. But memories don't hold you when the tears start to fall. They just echo the silence of these walls. I thought home was a person, not a place. I thought I'd always see your face when I needed saving. You were my safe place, the one I could fall into when everything hurt. Now the ache lives where your arms used to be, and I'm lost in the hurt. I gave you my fears, you gave me your word that you'd never leave me out in the cold. But the door's closed now and I'm freezing alone. You were my safe place and now you're just gone. How do you heal from losing your shelter? How do you breathe when the air feels like surrender? I'm learning to stand in the rain on my own. But God, it's so cold since you took my home. You were my safe place, now I'm scared of the dark and the sound of my heart beating too loud in this empty space. You were my safe place, I still leave the light on in case you come back. But the nights keep coming and you don't. I gave you my trust, you gave me your word, then you took it all back and left me unhurt. You were my safe place, and I don't feel safe anymore. You were my safe place, and now I'm just trying to find my way out of the storm. You left me in. You left me in. You didn't leave with a slam of the door. No screaming, no thunder, no sudden goodbye. You just faded in pieces, a little bit more. Each night that you looked away when I cried, your touch turned to habit, your words turned to air. You stayed in the room, but you weren't really there. I kept holding on tighter while you loosened your grip. I was drowning in hope and you let it slip. You let me down slowly, so gentle it almost felt kind. You let me down slowly, one heartbeat at a time. No crash, no burning, just quiet decay. You taught me how love can just drift away. You let me down slowly, and somehow that hurt the most. I still cook for two, set your place at the table. You'd smile like nothing was wrong. We talked about weather and reruns on cable, pretending the feeling wasn't gone. I'd fall asleep waiting for you to reach over, but your side of the bed stayed untouched. You were right there beside me, yet miles out of reach. That's how you broke us. I begged for the truth, but you gave me soft lies. You said I'm just tired, with distance in your eyes. You let me down slowly, so gentle it almost felt kind. You let me down slowly, one heartbeat at a time. No crash, no burning, just quiet decay. You taught me how love can just drift away. You let me down slowly, and somehow that hurt the most. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate how you stayed long enough to make me believe we were only going through a phase. You gave me the mercy of no sudden end, but mercy like that leaves a deeper wound, my friend. You let me down slowly, and I let myself fall. You let me down slowly, till there was nothing left at all. Now I'm healing in silence, learning to stand on the ground you left me on with trembling hands. You let me down slowly, but I'm rising up fast on my own. Thank you for the softness, for not breaking me clean. It taught me my strength in the space in between. You let me down coming in the quiet way you held me. Loser arms, shorter nights. You stopped saying we and started saying I, like you were practicing goodbye. I asked if something changed, you kissed my forehead. Said I'm just tired, go to sleep. But tired doesn't look away when I undress, and tired still says I love you before it leaves. I saw the distance growing in your eyes, a slow tide pulling out to sea. I reached for you, but you were already drifting, and you never reached back for me. You let me go without a fight, without a sound. You opened your hands and watched me drown in the space between what we were and alone. You didn't push me, didn't hold me tight. You just stopped trying, turned off the light, and gently, quietly, cruelly slow, you let me go. You let me go. You let me go. I stayed through every half-hearted morning, through the plans you canceled last minute. I cooked for two when you weren't coming home, and ate alone at the table we picked. I kept wearing the ring you gave me in summer, even after you stopped touching my hand. I told myself love sometimes gets quiet, but quiet turned into an empty stand. I waited for the storm, the screaming end, anything louder than silence, but you chose the softest way to break me, with kindness wrapped in silence. You let me go, like turning a page you'd already read, like closing a book beside the bed. No tears, no drama, no final scene, just the slow fade of what we've been. You didn't hate me, didn't explode, you just let me go. You let me go. You let me go. I wish you'd fought or lied or slammed the door, giving me something loud to hate. Instead you left me with this gentle war, a love that died without a date. Now I'm angry at the softness, at how easy you made it seem to walk away from everything and leave me questioning my dreams. You let me go, and I'm still falling through the air, wondering why I didn't feel you care enough to hold on, enough to try. You gave me no villain, no reason why, just empty hands and a quiet good night. You let me go, and I'm still learning how to land from the love that slipped right through your hands. You let me go, so carefully. You let me Left the coffee cup half full in the sink. No fight, no tears on your face. Just the quiet click of the door closing in place. I woke up to the echo of your footsteps gone. The bed's still warm where your body belonged. You took your coat, your keys, and your smile, like leaving me was just another mile. I was breaking inside, screaming your name, while you were already boarding the train. You walked away easy, like I was a chapter you were done reading, like loving me was just a season, and you were ready for the leaving. I'm shattered on the floor, picking up the pieces while you're out there breathing free. How do we do it? How do you walk away easy when it's killing me? I heard you laughing on the phone last night with someone new who doesn't know your lies. You posted pictures looking so damn light, like the weight of us never touched your life. I still flinch when I pass our old cafe, see your ghost in every corner of this place. You moved on quick, found a brand new start, while I'm still trying to restart my heart. I keep asking the silence why it didn't hurt you the way it's tearing me in two. You walked away easy, like goodbye was just a word you could say, like forever was a promise you could break and throw away. I'm drowning in the memories you left behind while you're sailing on the breeze. How do you do it? How do you walk away easy when it's killing me? Maybe I loved harder, maybe I felt more, maybe that's why I'm the one bleeding on the floor. Maybe you never let me all the way in, so letting go was never a sin. But God, it hurts to know that I was the only one who couldn't let go. You walked away easy, and I hate how strong you seem, while I'm barely holding on to the wreckage of our dream. One day I'll find my way out of this pain, but tonight I'm still on my knees, wondering how you do it, how you walked away easy when you were everything to me. You walked away easy. traced your name on foggy windows, like it belonged there next to mine. I wore your jacket like a promise, pretended the sleeves were arms holding me tight. I planned our summers, our winters, our life, built castles in there with your smile as the light. But you were just passing through my days, borrowing my heart for a little while. I called it ours when it was only me, falling deeper while you stayed on your feet. You were never mine, not even when you said you were, not even in the moments that felt like forever. You were just a beautiful visitor in a house I thought we shared. I loved you like you stayed, but you were never there, you were never mine. And that's the truth that hurts the worst. I gave you all my first, and you were just rehearsing. I kept your voicemails like love letters, played them when the nights got too long. Heard I miss you and then believed it meant something when it was just a line in your song. You danced with me under streetlights, kissed me like the world wasn't watching. But morning came and you were gone again, leaving echoes of almost a nothing. I held on tighter while you loosened your grip, loved you harder the further you slipped. You were never mine, not even when your hands fit perfectly in mine, not even when you whispered stay the night. You were just a temporary light in a sky I thought was only yours. I memorized your heart, but you never learned my scars. You were never mine, and I'm still trying to let that sink in. I built a home for two, and you were just checking in. I hate how I still look for you in crowded rooms and quiet songs. I hate how I still blame myself for loving someone who never belonged. Maybe you tried to warn me with all the spaces you left unfilled, but I filled them with hope and called it real. You were never mine, and maybe that's why it hurts so deep, because I loved you completely while you were just half asleep. I'll carry the weight of what we almost were long after you've moved on to her. You were never mine, but God, I wish you had been. Even for a little while you were never mine, and now I'm learning how to live without the lie. You were never mine, never mine, but I was always yours for a moment in time. traced your name on foggy windows, watched it disappear like morning dew. You were the quiet in my chaos, the only place I ever knew was true. I gave you every hidden corner, every secret I had locked away. You held them gently for a season, then walked off with the light of day. I didn't ask for forever, just a little longer in your arms. But forever slipped right through your fingers and left me holding all the harm. I loved you deep, deeper than the ocean, deeper than the silence after storms. I loved you deep, when no one else could reach, where my heart still keeps your name warm. Even now when the nights get colder and I'm learning how to breathe alone, I loved you deep, and I still do, even though you're gone. I see your shadow in the hallway, hear your laughing songs we used to play. I keep your sweater in the closet, still smells like the promises you couldn't say. I don't blame you for the leaving, some hearts just aren't made to stay, but mine was built for holding on, even when you walked away. I forgave you in the quiet, before the tears had time to dry. I let you go without a goodbye. That's the hardest kind of goodbye. I loved you deep, deeper than the ocean, deeper than the silence after storms. I loved you deep, where no one else could reach, where my heart still keeps your name warm. Even now when the nights get colder and I'm learning how to breathe alone, I loved you deep, and I still do, even though you're gone. Maybe someday I'll stop counting the days since you turned the page. Maybe I'll find a love that stays, that doesn't feel like borrowed time. But until then I'll carry you like a song I can't unlearn, the deepest love I ever knew, the one that still burns. deeper than the ocean, deeper than the stars that light the dark. I loved you deep. With every beat I'm given, and I'll carry that love like a mark. It doesn't hurt the way it used to, but it never fades away. I loved you deep, and I always will. In the softest, quietest way.